when you are curious or interested to start a business, what are the steps, what are the tools, what in general, what is this business, what is this digital business involved. Okay, so today we actually don't have a slide because today what we will be sharing is about ourselves, our why, and most importantly is throughout this journey, why are we still doing this business for the period of the length of business that we are into. So let me first self-introduce myself. I'm Janice. I am a full-time working mom of two children, uh, age 11 and 14. And uh, in my digital business, I actually have been doing it for close to 4 years. In December, it'll be the 4 year mark. All right. And reason why I started this business close to 4 years ago, it was due to, I think that time was just the uh, opening of the COVID, the what do you call it? What the whole term I forgot already. You know, when the our borders open, you know, we were locked down, and then that was just the beginning where we opened the borders back to business. Everybody in the middle of going back to the normal lifestyle. So that time, actually, my husband before that, my husband hasn't been working, and I was. Somehow landed into a role because there was a change of role. And my boss, the new boss, he doesn't like me, lah, basically. I don't know, he doesn't like my look or he doesn't like my character, or somehow I don't seems to be a good fit for him in that position. And things was very tough for me because he tend to pick small little things that is very minor and make my life very difficult. But that situation I was in, and post COVID, a lot of news of being the famous R word lah, either R or F, fire, fire or retrenchment. Okay, but uh, the stress level was that I cannot lose that job because I'm the only person bringing income into the family. And in that company I was working for, they were actually having an work activity where they say that, oh, if you underperform, and then they will review they will give you another 3 months period to let you show your performance. If you still don't perform to what they deem it suitable, they are not going to retrench you, but they are said that the reason they say that is you are not suitable, and then that's it. It's not even a retrenchment package. So I actually witnessed people who has been in the business for 20 over years. It's their lifetime. Probably, I don't know whether it's their first job or not, but it's their lifetime that they have spent there, and yet they don't get a retrenchment package. It's just so you go for the next 3 months, and then you don't hit the criteria, they say bye bye to you. To me, I felt that it's very unfair. At least if let's say you give me 20 years of retrenchment package, each year is, 20 months of income to sustain that person for the period where he need to find another job. Maybe fair enough. But not getting any compensation. Wow, I was like 20 over years and that's it. You say bye bye. Well, then I actually reflect on the situation I was in. What if I was with that company only for 3 years plus, right? Well, what if I'm one of them? What if they don't like me and they just put me under that category? And being a victim, the stress level was like 100%. So and that was the time I actually chanced upon this digital business. And then I took the step to understand, and the steps that we actually showed you, uh, how to understand this digital business. So after reviewing, with the 30 days refundable policy, I I look ahead. I look ahead in terms of what this business can actually help me or prevent me, or build. I can actually start building a safety net to protect myself, because in the past I do not have one. I solely rely on just that income, or to sustain the lifestyle that we want, right? And with just my sole income, it was very difficult for the family to so-called improve the lifestyle. And with kids, right, we definitely want the best for our children. We don't want to shortchange them. I also don't want to say, because other children um, get to travel every year, maybe once, twice a year, because of every school holiday. And but because of our tight finances, we have to uh, cut off a lot of living costs, or the way we are, the kind of lifestyle that we want, right? So that was the reason why I, after exploring this business, I felt that it's something that can actually help me with an additional income. That's number one. In terms of long-term planning, it's really building that security, because today in my this corporate job that I started like 1 year ago, it's already two round of bad economy situation. I escaped once in terms of one round of retrenchment, but it's never always been that lucky, right? In the past few corporate, uh, I have always been an escape victim, but you never know. People have been saying that crisis may be coming, and my colleagues today, they are uh, worried that, do we still have a job maybe a few months later, because looking at the company situation, things are really not favoring us. We maybe don't even have bonus. That's the worst scenario. So, at least for me, I felt that starting this business, and currently in this situation, I felt that I actually have that's this safety line to help me in case anything happened. Unlike last time, where I was also in similar situation, I was so stressed out, right? But now, even touch wood lah, even though I say touch wood, even if I'm being the victim, right? Okay, lor, then I fully focus on um, building this digital business where I'm already halfway into this business where the passive income can actually comes in a form of money kind of income assistant, I would say. Okay, so that's how I started this business. My wife before, let Shaping also let her talk about hers.
Yeah, hi. I'm Shaping, also from Singapore. I'm a full-time working mom of a child to one kid who is 12 this year. Um, why actually I started this business? My very first initial thought was, I want more time freedom. That was, and then for me, I was people who know me will know that I frequently job hop. It's not because I love job hopping, but if I'm not sure whether like have you actually realized when you stay in a corporate for many years, and then as your role get expanded, then of course money get you get higher salary, but higher salary often come with more responsibility, and then it always seems like you are actually selling away your time to the company for that extra more money. This is a really sad truth. I this is what I often see, like if you rise up and then you are actually need to sell away your time, and then especially if you have a family with kids, right? Then it seems like every day, like day in day out, you are always in the office. You do not have time for your kids. Even sometimes where your kids is not feeling well, and then you need to take urgent leave. It's always like it's it, I don't know how for me, it's like, oh, my child is sick. And then early in the morning when I want to inform my bosses that, my child is sick. And then sometimes, when the child is sick, right, it's not like a 1 day thing. It could be, 2, 3, 4 day things. And then, okay, you might be, on leave, you take urgent leave, but then, seems that work is still like bothering you. So this is where I think that is this the lifestyle I really want. So often when I met with like this kind of burden, right, then I will start changing job. Every time when I change job, I thought, taking up a lower responsibility job, things might be better. So when you go to another corporate and then you start over again, then you will get a promotion and things like that. Then it's like a visual cycle. So I think that this is really something not sustainable, especially when I hit 40s. When you hit 40s, right, job hopping it's not an option anymore. So as you grow older, then the job opportunity actually go down. So for me, like, actually I spoil my own market, I would say that. So every time I say, I will take a lower responsibility job, then okay, cut income. But then it becomes like, my experience grow because I do not want the responsibility. So money, became lesser. So I was thinking, should I do something that do a side income? So I was like searching for something to do on the side. So there are actually many things that you can do on the side, but still it take away your time. Like, okay, you can do part-time tutoring, you can even do it online, online tutoring, all this kind of stuff, but then you still need to be present. And then it's like not say flexible. If you are doing a tutoring job, right, then you tell people, okay, every Sunday, this timing, I have to be around. That means you have to be there. If not, your income will not flow in. So
You're there for other children, but not yourself.
yeah, very, 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 yeah, very, very true. So I start to search for something, and then I search. Of course, I like, I try other sideline, like trying to do online selling, all this kind. But all this is really like, you do online selling, you have to manage your stock, all this kind of thing. So it still take up your time, and then it actually you have to stock up. When you need to stock up, which means that you have to put in more money. So it's like, this one is also. And then if you manage to sell away your stock, then okay, you're lucky, you're making more money. What if you do not actually clear your stock? Then you're actually you're holding your money, and then your money might actually get you actually lost your money lah, I would say. So another thing is that when when I this is when I joined a company, right, then I saw like people has been like, as what Janice mentioned, they have been working like for 20 over years in the company. So when like in this company there is a so-called electronic department. So I think in the year, I can't remember, where I just decided to start this. I think 2 years back when I decided to start this business, right? That was a very strong pushing force for me, because a lady who was like working for the company for 20 over years, just because the department decided to close down, but the company is still there. So what they do, they move her around. So if you are for me, it's like, as you are a chemist, and then they decided to move you to sales. Do you think that you do not have the sale? You do not have the experience to do that job? But then the company do not want to retrench you because they do not want to pay you a package. But they say, okay, I have an opening in another division, so you have to move. You have to move there. I have a job for you. If you do not like the job, you are supposed to leave the company and then to source another job on your own. But that lady was in her 50s. So in the 50s, for a chemist to do bench work, to start it in a new place, I think that would be a very pretty difficult situation. So at that moment, the pushing force for me to start the business is like, what if one day, this happens to me, when I reach my 50, and then suddenly the company tell me that, our division is not making any money, we want to shut down. And then what if they move me to a role that I know I cannot manage? Then what can I do? Then that is my only stream of income. So that will be like cut off. So yeah, so for me, I think like building a second stream of income is very, very important. Yeah, so I think that is why I think having another source of income is very important, and this is the pushing force for me to actually to look for a sideline lah, just in case of like my mainstream fails me, then I still have my second option. So maybe I talk too much. Should let Josephine do her sharing.
Okay, thank you, Shipping. Hi everyone, I'm Josephine from Singapore, a full-time working mom with four growing kids and doing this digital business as my side hustle. Yeah, so myself, right, I started off I think about 3 years ago. Yeah, so before I start this digital business, right, I was actually doing I was supposed to be looking for some side hustle. Yeah, the reason is that because for my role, I am actually a payroll personnel. So I always need to meet a tight timeline and also a lot of reporting to do. And that to say, right, being in this role for more than a decade, and in the past, systems are not as technology as today. Many things are doing manually. Yeah, so it actually takes up a lot of my time. And at that point when I have two young boys, right, I didn't have much time to be with them. Yeah, so I always um being buried in the work, I would say. Yeah, so at the point of time I was like keep looking out for different source of income, like if I have another source of income, meaning I can get a lower pay salary, with lesser responsibility, so that I can have the time to be with my children. Yeah, but then at that point of time it's difficult to get something, because the side hustle that I tried before, ebook and e-commerce, it actually take up even more time. You need to find the right source of products to be selling on your platform. You need to handle from head to tier, I would say. Yeah, you need to get your distributor, you need to do logistic, you need to get the right product. And at the point of time, it's very hot in the market on this side hustle, but then you need to be able to be sustainable. So ended up it actually give me more stress, because I need to put in more time for my side hustle beside having a full-time job. Yeah, so after that I decided it didn't move on. Yeah, I didn't move on maybe for about 2 to 3 months. I left the side hustle. Yeah, and at that time I had my third child as well. So I know that I needed to change, because I need to have even more time for my kids, right? Having three children is not easy. Yeah, so I thought of changing a work environment, probably that will help. And I actually ended up in a contract role. So what people always say, you will lose your golden rice bowl more easily with a contract role than a permanent role. And true enough, so at that point of time, COVID actually hit, and there goes my rice bowl. So the retrenchment came, and my role is being made redundant. So actually this really hit me hard, and I realized that no matter how hard you work or how important your role is, there isn't any security in your rice bowl anymore. Everyone can be easily dispensable. And from then I believe I cannot rely on a sole income, and many things are unpredictable now. But technology are improving, so there are more options for us to find another source of income. And at that point of time, I actually came across this digital business, where I see a lot of successes. Then at the same time, it allows the time flexibility that I need for myself and my family. So in terms of like training, the training is always there, and the support is always here. So that's why it allows me to work at my own time in this digital business, and the time flexibility is one of the things that I'm looking for. So in terms of financial flexibility as well, I see successes in this digital business. So long you don't give up, and you follow the training, do all the things that you need to build this digital business. Yeah, so that's why I'm here for about 3 years in this digital digital business, and still working on it. And I know that this is what I want, and it can help me in long run to be sustainable in this digital business. Yeah. So
Okay.
that's what I
So
have.
we also want to touch on like why did we stay on to this business? Like we shared, I've been in this business for close to 4 years, shipping close to 2 years, Josephine close to 3 years. Or okay, but I think the important thing, Josephine actually touched on the word that is sustainability, and I believe the three of us we all tried other side hustles. And the main important point is we want to, of course, earn more. But maybe we are not we are not greedy people. I don't know whether we are considered, you want more money and then we want more time. Where to find? But we actually found here. The amazing thing is we actually found it here because we tried other form of side hustle, but comparing with those that we started, right? This digital business actually gave us the time flexibility that you want, right? When I know Josephine through this business, her youngest number four is only like haven't even 1 year old, and now
Yeah.
she's close to more than two
Three.
years plus three, right? And you know, uh, if you start a business like we actually tried others and it couldn't sustain. The shortest was actually like 3 months for me, and the other one was less than a year or maybe a year plus. Uh, and those reason right is I really need to go out, explain the products, physically be there, and it lose out the time, the family time that I need. Right. My previous job is already 24/7. I had even have to wake up in the middle of the night. And yet, right, during those free time I have to go and focus on this sideline, right? I totally drained. I really like, wow, I don't know what am I doing? Why am I messing up my life so much, uh, making it worse? But I actually wanted it to be better. Right. So and for me to sustain these 4 years, I'm actually a person who enjoys teamwork a lot. And in this digital business, right, it actually shows me all the team effort, even though we are running a business of so-called our own, right? This business we can actually say is a franchise business, like Starbucks, McDonald's. You go to any store, maybe the owners are different, but the logo is the same, right? But over here, you actually have that same platform where you start off with. The only difference is we name our own shop. Like right, everybody of us actually have our digital shop, so called, which is our Facebook page. All right. And then that is personalized to how we want it to be called, right? And and there is not any time where I felt that I'm being alone, right? I be it is locally or because this digital is actually a global business. In fact, tonight I'm actually flying to Taiwan to meet some business partner, although I'm supposing to go for a hiking trip that starts Tuesday. So I actually made the effort to spend another 2 more days in Taiwan to spend time and and having that face to face and physical touch with them, it really builds more of the business community and showcase to every one of you. Even I'm traveling, right? The business is still running. It doesn't mean that, hey, I have to travel. I still have to go and consider, wow, what should I do about my business? What uh, is it stop? Is it stopping there because I'm not working on it? But thanks to the automation, it still runs. Even in probably when I'm up the mountain, it also run. But I probably don't have the signal to know how it's running. Correct. So that's what that kind of freedom that I really enjoy. Right. So how about you, Shopping?
Yeah, for me, like as what Janice has mentioned, right? Why I actually stay on for like 2 years is because of the support that I have from the community and then the training side. So I need not need to say much because from our previous intro we actually shared about how amazing the community is, the training side and the automated system. What I would like to share is like my personal progression in this business, as like this business actually helps me to stay up to date with technology. Like me as a chemist, right? I never ever know that in my full-time job I'm required to do taking video, editing video. If not because of this business, I wouldn't know how to do this. So it's like I was like pretty shocked. It's like, oh, I thought as a chemist you just need to perform tests. Like because as time grow, all the youngsters, 20, 30 plus people came in, they came in to the job. They are also chemists, but because technology has actually they are, how should I put it? They grow up with technology, and then they grow up with all these social media thing, and then they do posting on social media very often. So this to them, right, is like easy peasy lah. But sad to say for auntie like me it's actually if not because of this digital business, if my boss asked me to do this, right, then I say that, oh, I can't do that, then how does it reflect to me? Oh, you auntie or you old people cannot do this, cannot do that. But then for me, right, actually inside my heart, right, a bit happier. Because auntie also can do video editing. Auntie also know about ChatGPT, and also not only that, like, from this business through the training side, it actually keep us very updated because we are digital, owning a digital business. So we are all, I would say like if you are hardworking, and then you frequently visit the training site, you attend the mastermind and things like that, you are actually quite up to date. So keep you relevant, not only on your full-time job, and also on your side hustle. So another thing is that I really appreciate this business is that for my girl who is 12 this year taking the PSLE. So this business actually is so flexible that I say, oh, now I really want to spend time focus on my girl. So actually I took about 2 months break from the business just to focus on my girls, and then things still goes on. It's not like when I stop, then the whole system will stop running for me. Yeah, so this is why I think this business is so sustainable, and I can continue actually doing, because it's like I love my full-time job as a chemist, and I also want to build a side hustle on the side, for actually initially was like for side hustle, a bit more income, but then I see the potential for it becomes like insurance for retirement plan, because that I actually have only have one child, so if I were to depend on her for my golden years, right, then it will be very stressful. So I might as well, like buying an insurance plan now. I build it slowly, steadily at my own pace, so I'm ready for retirement. Yeah, I can retire without bothering my child in the future. Yeah, so let Josephine
Correct.
share why she can actually stay on for like 3 years.
Before Josephine share, I just want to add on, like when Shopping told me, right, wow, I need to do editing. Then I know that she's a chemist, right? Then the first thing I asked her, your company got give you training or not? Like video editing and chemist, right? What's the link? I cannot link, oh. Then again, this is what these days the corporate they try to squeeze you as much as possible. Then to her situation, if let's say she didn't have that knowledge through this business, what's her struggle? She's like, oh, all the octopus leg, I got to do, probably in a loss, and she still has to meet her deadline to finish her project, right?
Yeah.
So I would say this business actually helped a lot in our lifestyle in many way lah, right? So Josephine, what's your
Yeah,
sharing?
sorry, can I add on one more thing? And
Can
most important, I only pay 149 once for the training site. Wow, so 值钱.
correct, correct. And she said about the insurance plan, right? If let's say we were to invest in an insurance plan, the insurance agent will usually tell you, oh, 10 years, 20 years later, every month you keep topping up this money, then you will only see your surrender value at, at maybe like 10 or 20 years later, right? Or if you die lah. So
Oh,
to say, correct. But then, for this digital business, it's only like 8 years, and we are already seeing like a lot of success sharing even before the 8 year mark. Right? It has actually helped so many people to achieve the kind of lifestyle they want, the dreams and goals that they want. Right? So, Josephine, your turn now.
Yeah, sure, sure. Okay, so for myself, right, I started with no experience as well. Yeah, doing go live, doing video editing, doing fancy posting. All this is not my it's not what I usually do. And like what Sheping say, the youngest, right, those youngest like 20, 30 years old, those youngest than me, when they join the company, when we need to do, posting, like, because in my department we always need to do posting for employee memo and things like that. They can do all very fanciful posting. Yeah, whereby I think I doesn't know anything, but in this digital business I get to explore all these opportunities, to see how I can do postings without much, much inputs I need to put. And with chat GPT, it actually help us a lot. So all this technology actually give us a more, up to date personal growth, I would say. Yeah, so that is why, it has been a great 3 years here, and with all the support and all the training, whenever I feel that certain things I'm not able to resolve, right, there will be a great community to be around, to share their insights and how to get things resolved, which is totally what I see differently from my previous side hustle, whereby I need to, figure out everything myself. I need to go and Google all the info, how to solve this, how to solve that, and it's really difficult because everyone, when they put their informations into Google's, right, it might not be true, or it might not be really the step by steps for you to follow. Yeah, so in this digital business I see a lot of help in this, help and support in this platform. So that's why I'm able to, to grow and to be sustainable, and and to be here in the long run. Yeah, correct.
So I think the important message that we want to share with you, a lot of times we witness what's happening around us to keep us keep a lookout. All right, and because we doesn't want to be a victim, and a lot of time you may not feel um, being in that situation, or maybe your life is very lucky, right? But uncertainty is always there. Okay, where we are coming from, we are really looking into a long-term plan where this business can build a legacy. This business can help us provide us the freedom that we want, uh, not overnight, but it's a long-term plan. So, and then the next important thing is for you to check out what is this business plan that we have previously shared, right? So if you chance upon us or you are actually watching us live, be it live or replay, you are still curious, or it makes you think that, oh, maybe I also should do something, or maybe I should also start planning, do feel free to check out our business, which totally have no risk involved. You understand it, you like it, you start it. You don't like it, we wish you good luck, and then you go and find something that you like. Right? Simple as that. Okay. So for us, we've seen how the community grow, how people has achieved success, including ourselves, and of course, when we say good things must share, that's the reason why we are sharing, right? Because we also hope that we can help people who was once in our situation find a solution that they probably do not know it exists. Okay, so that's all for today. This fun sharing, and it's October. another 2 more months, and we are, counting down, going through the new year, and it's 2025. It's really, time to reflect, and usually people do the year end countdown, and then the new year resolution. So maybe you can actually start it 2 months earlier. Think about your new year resolution, and probably this is one of the solutions itself. All right. So November we'll see you again. But if you want to understand more, you can actually contact us, and we hope to also let you enjoy what we have been enjoying. Okay, see you next time.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
Bye.